Hello to everybody here. It's Teresa Sanderson. As always, very excited to connect with you today. Today, we are talking about how to grow a profitable nursing continuing education business. So, as you pop in today, please feel free to say hi. Let me know that you're watching. And if you're catching me on the replay, comment hashtag replay because I do really love to know that you stopped by. So, I get this question a lot, Teresa, how can I grow a profitable nursing continuing education business? There's a lot of CE out there. Is it really a thing that I could grow and develop a profitable nursing continuing education business? So that's what we want to talk about today. And so I want to give you this simple strategy. It's just 4 steps to learning how to create such an animal, to create your own profitable nursing CE business. So the very first thing I want you to do is identify your niche. Okay, we hear that a lot. Identify your target market, your ideal client, identify your niche. And here's the thing, when you don't do that, when you say, I just want to provide education to everybody, to every nurse, okay, it's like a shotgun blast. And in business, they say if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. Okay, so it's really important to identify your niche. Who is it that you want to teach? What kind of education do you want to provide? And we're going to go into a little bit more of that. So, for instance, I want you to think about this scenario of perhaps maybe you're a labor and delivery nurse, okay, and you love working L&D, and you also know that as someone who works in L&D, when new nurses come into the space, there's a lot of training and things that they need, right? So could that be your potential target market? Who were you 2 or 3 years ago before you developed all your expertise in this specialty? Could that be your niche? Okay. Or if it's not the area that you're working in right now, has there been that kind of area for you in nursing before that you really thrived in and would love to help educate other nurses along the way? Okay. This is going to do a couple things. It's going to help you define your niche, and it's also going to help you to really stand out in the crowd, which is really important because when we try to be the jack of all trades, we end up diluting our message. So if there is an area that you feel like you really shine in or that you've really cultivated and developed in yourself professionally, I would encourage you to start right there. Okay, so identify your niche. The second thing is identify your goal. What's the goal of the continuing education that you want to offer? Are you looking to help somebody prepare for a certification exam? Are you looking to help a new nurse or a novice nurse move into an area of specialty that you enjoy working in and you can now impart your personal best practices and tips and tricks that you've learned along the way so that new nurses stepping into that space can feel confident, they can feel capable, and really comfortable when they first step in. This kind of nursing CE is perfect what I call just-in-time learning, that it really provides the learner with what they're needing right now. If I'm a nurse, for instance, I've never worked, we're going to continue with labor and delivery, this example, but if I've never worked in labor and delivery, what are the main points that a brand new nurse would need to know to go in and practice safely, right? So what are the emergency scenarios that could develop? What are the ways of maybe identifying those? What do the typical interventions look like? What can I expect of physician's orders? Do you see what I mean? This allows this nurse who's coming into a brand new unit to feel really, really comfortable that, oh my goodness, I know to be aware of this. I know this is what it would look like. These are the things I would be assessing for, all of that, right? So this is a wonderful way to go. So what is your goal? Is there a certification that you prepared for and took successfully? Or maybe that even you're developing, right? Because nurses are always doing new and great things. So if you're developing a certification, you want to develop a preparation course for them to be able to take this course and prepare for the exam so they can take it successfully. Is that what you're after? Or are you looking to provide nursing CE credits for purposes of nursing relicensure? That's also a very valid thing. Um, or my particular niche is that I teach other nurses how to use nursing continuing education to grow their businesses and to expand what people know about what they do. this is my personal mission in life, and this is the sweet spot for me. There's nothing I love more than seeing other nursing continuing education providers running alongside me who are creating and developing high quality nursing continuing education that allows them to impact patient care, impact stress, burnout, those kind of things for nurses, improve nursing culture, all of these wonderful things. So identify your niche and identify your goal of the education that you're going to be providing. The next thing is identify your income streams. Really important to think about, as we go along, that first of all, as a nurse and a nurse entrepreneur, you need to get comfortable with the idea that it's okay to make money. Okay. Every business out there, even not for profit businesses, cannot exist without what? A profit. So it's really important for me that you get comfortable with the idea of being able to earn money on the course content that you develop, right? This is, after all, your time, energy, and expertise that you're willing to share with others. So get comfortable with that. So that being said, think about the income streams that are available for you. Online courses are a big thing right now and really highly in demand. I did a survey on LinkedIn just last week, and I believe about 70% of people said that they really enjoy taking online virtual courses. Boom, there it is. So online courses do a number of things for us, but they actually help us develop or create something called passive income. Passive income is something that happens when you're sleeping overnight. It happens when you're on vacation, regardless of whether you're in the office or not. People can buy those courses and start their education and training with you. So that's a great way to go. You can also choose to teach in-person courses if you like, and those in-person courses allow you to show up as the authority and the expert in your field in local venues where you can speak to a crowd, you can award nursing CE credit, and this allows you to also grow your brand and expand your reach as a brand in that way, which is hugely beneficial to new businesses starting out. The next thing that you can do is, as a nursing CE provider like I am, you can help other nurses add continuing education credit to their courses. And when you do that, they will pay you a fee for helping them meet their own goals. Do you see what I'm saying? So there are a lot of different ways to slice this, and it's important for you going in to kind of set the stage and know what kind of income are you hoping to, not hoping, what kind of income will you generate as a nursing continuing education provider? All right. How will you do that? What's it going to look like for you? Because if we don't know, if you don't have a good feel for that going in, it's maybe not the best time for you to start your business. Okay. Because it's important to know exactly the lay of the land and what you expect to do when you get started. Otherwise, we're kind of spending our time always getting ready and we will never launch. Okay. And I don't want that for you. So far we've talked about identifying your niche and identifying your goal and identifying your income streams. I hope that you can see in what I've shared with you so far, what I'm talking about in growing a profitable nursing continuing education business is marrying your passion, what you're passionate about in nursing, to your profit. Okay. And when you can do that, you will never work a day in your life. This allows you to live in a really sweet spot where you can share what you know with others and help develop them. So the last thing is, number 4 on the 4-step process, is to get out there and teach. Don't forget this part. It's really important that you show up as the expert that you are, show up as the authority that you are in your space. People are wanting to hear from you. Nurses are looking for what you have, and they're looking for high quality continuing education that's going to allow them to expand their horizons. So this is vitally important that you get out there and teach. Maybe you might say, oh, well, Teresa, I'm not real comfortable teaching. I want to allow other people to teach. Well, that's okay, but I do want to encourage you to get uncomfortable for a little bit. Get uncomfortable for a little bit and develop your skill of teaching, because you will need that and want that for your own brand. You need to become the face of your own brand. So even if you hire others to speak for you at various times, it's important for you to be able to show up and teach what you know. All right. So those are the tips that I want to share with you today on how to grow a profitable nursing continuing education business. I want to invite you to join me June 12th through the 17th for the Create a Nursing CE course workshop. This is a 5-day deep dive into my step-by-step system for writing your very first nursing continuing education course. You don't need to have an idea. You don't need to have experience. All you need to do is show up. Show up, and I'm going to walk you through the process step by step from June 12th through the 17th. We'll get through it all together. Frequently asked question here, are there replays available? Yes, replays are available through July 1st. So that's like 14 days after the entire course ends, so that if you happen to miss a session, you can catch it during that time. 5 contact hours of CE credit, just $47. Click the link. I hope to see you in class. Bye.